Imagine giving everything to someone you love, your trust, your loyalty only to discover they've been stabbing you in the back all along. Betrayal cuts deeper than any knife, and sometimes revenge is the only cure. Before we dive into this dark, twisted story of deceit and payback, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. Part 1: The Shattered Truth. The city never slept. Its lights burned endlessly, masking the shadows where secrets thrived. For Ethan Cole, the neon glow was both a comfort and a curse. At 29, he had built a life most would envy, CEO of a rising tech company, a stunning fiancée named Victoria, and a loyal best friend, Marcus, who had been by his side since childhood. But what he didn't know was that his perfect world was about to collapse into ashes. It started with a whisper. One late evening, after another grueling day at the office, Ethan's assistant accidentally forwarded him a message not meant for his eyes. It was short, but it froze his blood cold. "Meet me at the hotel again." He suspects nothing. At first, he dismissed it as spam. But curiosity gnawed at him, and against his better judgment, he checked the sender. It was Victoria's private email, and the recipient was Marcus. His heart crashed against his ribs. The words blurred, his chest tightened, and in that moment, Ethan realized the betrayal wasn't just real, it was intimate. His fiancée and his best friend, the two people he trusted most, had been tearing his world apart behind his back. The next few days were torture. Ethan wore a mask of calm, playing the role of the clueless fiancé while inside his soul boiled with rage. He confirmed everything: receipts from luxury hotels, text messages hidden under fake names, even photographs he hacked from Marcus' cloud account. It was undeniable. They weren't just cheating. They were planning a future together, mocking him in their stolen moments. He's too naive to ever find out. Once the merger's done, we'll be free. Those words became the gasoline fueling Ethan's fire. He could have confronted them. He could have walked away. But betrayal, that deep, demanded something far greater than simple confrontation. It demanded destruction. The plan: Ethan wasn't just a victim, he was a strategist. And if they wanted to play games, he'd rewrite the rules. Victoria was obsessed with image, desperate to climb higher in the city's elite social ladder. Marcus, on the other hand, wanted power shares in Ethan's company, recognition, and control. Together, they thought they had it all figured out. But Ethan began constructing a silent war. He mapped out every weakness, every ambition they had. He started quietly shifting his assets, moving company shares to shell corporations under his control, and recording every incriminating detail of their affair. He didn't confront them. He smiled, kissed Victoria goodnight, shook Marcus' hand, and pretended nothing had changed. But inside, he crafted a weapon they would never see coming. The breaking point: the engagement party, was supposed to be the happiest night of his life. Friends, business partners, and family gathered in a glittering ballroom, celebrating Ethan and Victoria's love. Cameras flashed, champagne flowed, and Victoria wore her practice smile. But Ethan had something else planned. As the lights dimmed and the projector flickered on, guests expected a slideshow of childhood photos, romantic memories, and sweet messages. Instead, what they saw left the room in stunned silence. Images, hotel receipts, screenshots of texts, photographs of Victoria and Marcus tangled in bed. Their laughter, their betrayal, captured in cruel detail. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Victoria's face drained of color. Marcus lunged toward the stage, but Ethan's security team blocked him. And then Ethan spoke, his voice cold and sharp. "Betrayal deserves an audience. Tonight, you all see them for who they really are." The room erupted in chaos. Guests whispered, phones recorded every second, and within hours the scandal spread across the city like wildfire. Victoria's reputation was shredded. Marcus was forced out of the company. Their carefully constructed lies burned to the ground in one brutal moment. But for Ethan, this was only the beginning. If you thought the betrayal was shocking in part 1, wait until you see how far Ethan goes to finish what he started. This isn't just revenge, it's war. Stick with me until the end, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. The darkest twist is still to come. Part 2: Ashes of Loyalty. The fallout from the engagement party was nuclear. Overnight, Victoria became the city's most infamous socialite, her perfect image shattered into scandal. Marcus was branded a traitor, blacklisted from Ethan's company, and mocked by the press. But humiliation was only the appetizer. Ethan wasn't satisfied. He wanted them ruined, stripped of everything, forced to choke on the ashes of their own greed. Victoria's collapse for weeks. Victoria tried to repair her reputation. She issued statements, hired PR firms, even attempted to portray herself as the victim of a cruel expose. But the evidence was undeniable. Invitations to galas disappeared. Fashion contracts dissolved. Sponsors dropped her. Ethan made sure of it. Behind the scenes, he bribed journalists, fed stories to tabloids, and exposed her web of lies. The city's elite, once her playground, now slammed doors in her face. Victoria spiraled. She showed up at Ethan's penthouse one night, mascara streaking down her cheeks, screaming through the intercom. "Why are you doing this? You've destroyed me." Ethan answered calmly, his voice laced with venom. "No, Victoria, you destroyed yourself. I just pulled back the curtain." Marcus' desperation. Marcus was more dangerous. Betrayal was one thing, but Marcus had ambition, and ambition mixed with desperation could turn lethal. He tried suing Ethan for wrongful dismissal, claiming the scandal was personal and not professional. Ethan anticipated it, producing ironclad contracts and documents Marcus had signed years ago. The lawsuit was laughed out of court. Then Marcus turned to blackmail. He sent Ethan encrypted messages, threatening to leak company secrets unless Ethan reinstated him. But Ethan was always a step ahead. He had been monitoring Marcus' moves for months, planting false data trails that led to dead ends. When Marcus tried to sell stolen information to a rival firm, Ethan released security footage of the meeting. Within days, Marcus was arrested for corporate espionage. Yet even behind bars, Marcus swore revenge. His last words to Ethan before being dragged away echoed in his mind. "This isn't over. You think you've won, but it'll come back. And when I do, it'll burn everything you love." The final betrayal. Ethan thought the war was over. But betrayal, once set in motion, doesn't end so easily. Months later, just as Ethan began rebuilding his life, tragedy struck. His younger sister, Lily, the only family he had left, was killed in a hit-and-run accident. The police called it random. Ethan knew better. A hidden note was slipped under his door days later. No signature, just 6 words. "Now you know how betrayal feels." His blood froze. Marcus. Even from prison, he had found a way to reach him.